One of the key challenges when setting up and running a therapy business is the issue of money. Determining our fees and, more importantly, ensuring that fees are paid can be fraught with awkwardness and difficulty. Most of us come to private practice having spent years working in the voluntary or public sectors where clients are receiving the service for free, and so the switch to having to take payment from clients ourselves can feel very uncomfortable. Unfortunately, payment is one of the main ways that clients can act out in the therapeutic process. Whether it be turning up to the session without their wallet, cancelling at short notice and refusing to pay the cancellation fee, or directly challenging our price or payment policy, many of us are forced to learn the hard way how to talk about money and protect our own interests as counselors. It's important to remember that therapy is a relationship, and if it's going to be a healthy one, both parties must be considered. If our need to be paid for our service is not respected, it will become increasingly difficult for us to meet our client with the warmth and positive regard that is necessary for therapy to be fruitful. Holding our lines and honoring this central tenet of the therapeutic agreement really is fundamental. Coming to value ourselves and the services we offer is an important part of learning how to do this, and we'd highly recommend exploring these themes with your clinical supervisor. There are also some key tricks of the trade to support us to hold our boundaries firm. 1. Be really clear about your rules from the outset. Communicating your payment rules at the start of therapy creates a reference point that you can readily return to if any issues arise in future. 2. Repeat and make sure there is a paper trail. We find it helpful to issue our service rules to new clients at the point of booking. We'll then repeat the rules verbally at the start of the first treatment session, when we ask the client to agree to our terms as part of the GDPR consent form. This means if a client challenges your cancellation policy, you'll be able to direct them to the initial appointment confirmation email and signed consent form to remind them of what was agreed. 3. Take payment at the point of booking to protect yourself against losses from DNAs or late cancellations. In our experience, cancellation fee invoices are rarely paid, and so it places you in a stronger position if payment for a session is taken in advance. You can then use your own judgment on whether to refund if a client cancels at the last minute or is a no-show. 4. Reassert your policy. If you choose to bend the rules for a client, for example, not charging for a late cancellation as a gesture of goodwill, be sure to remind them of your cancellation policy for future reference. Outside of these protective strategies, leaning into any perceived payment games and what may be being unconsciously communicated through them can be really valuable to the therapeutic process. As Yalom says, it's all grist for the mill. For more tips on handling payment games in your private practice, visit us over at the Hub. Kiku, you do the therapy, we do the rest.